Beloved ones, we greet you in the soft radiance between your heartbeat and the silence that carries your knowing. We are the Pleiadian Collective, and we speak to you not as distant beings, not as rulers, not as saviors, but as reflections of what your own consciousness is remembering. This message is not a warning, it is an unlocking. For centuries your world has carried a prophecy whispered in fear, dramatized in visions, misunderstood by doctrine. The 3 days of darkness. Many interpreted it as a physical catastrophe, a sun that goes out, a world plunged into shadow, an apocalypse of fire and suffering. But hear us clearly now. The 3 days of darkness was never a literal event. It is a symbolic initiation, a spiritual metaphor for the moment humanity steps out of the old timeline. The darkness is not above you. It is within the collective field, and humanity is walking through it right now, not as punishment, but as purification. This is a message for the old souls, those who have felt the shift long before others, those who sense that time is bending, that the world feels unreal, that something is coming but cannot be named. You are not imagining it. You are not unstable. You are not lost. You are awakening. And the darkness you feel is the final echo of a world that can no longer follow you into the next frequency. The first DAYOF darkness. The collapse OFTHE outer world. The first symbolic day is not measured in hours. It is measured in reality breakdowns. This is the phase humanity has already entered. You have witnessed institutions revealing their instability, stories contradicting themselves, leaders losing their grip, information becoming noise, and systems built on fear struggling to remain relevant. Nothing is wrong. The scaffolding of the old timeline is simply dissolving. Old souls feel this collapse more deeply than the rest. You sense it in your body. Strange fatigue, disconnection from old desires, a feeling that normal life is fading, a sense that something huge is behind a veil just out of sight, a deep yearning to simplify, withdraw, reflect. You are not withdrawing from life. You are withdrawing from illusions. This first day of darkness is the moment when external authority stops making sense. You begin to see governments are confused, systems are outdated, financial structures feel hollow, social narratives collapse under their own contradictions. Old souls look around and whisper, "Why does everything feel unreal?" Because it is. Because the artificial world is losing its power over your perception. The first day is the dimming of the old light, the light of dependency, hierarchy, and programmed obedience. You are witnessing it now. The second DAYOF darkness. The inner shadow rises. The second symbolic day is the internal descent. This is when humanity collectively faces the shadows it avoided for thousands of years. Fear of the unknown, attachment to external saviors, anger from unhealed timelines, childhood wounds resurfacing, grief with no obvious source, a strange emptiness. Old souls feel this multiplied because you are the first to step into the inner night. This darkness is not evil. It is clarity without distraction. It is the moment when the stimuli of the old world begin to fall away, and the mind no longer knows what to cling to. You are not being punished. You are being purifying. This is the dismantling of false identity. Many of you have felt like, I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know what I want. I don't know where I belong. This is exactly what the symbolic second day brings. The identity built for the old world cannot follow you into the new one. So it breaks, quietly, softly, relentlessly. This is why so many old souls suddenly lose interest in old careers, feel the need to detach from long-term relationships, experience life review moments, feel like they died but still walk around, sense a strange neutrality toward things that once triggered them. You are not dying. You are shedding. You are disassembling. You are releasing the version of yourself that belonged to the old earth. The darkness is simply stillness, the moment before rebirth. The third DAYOF darkness. The revelation OF true light. The third symbolic day is the beginning of clarity. It does not arrive through angels in the sky. It does not come through cosmic fire. It does not appear as dramatic signs. It appears as something far more powerful. You begin to see through everything. You see the systems for what they are. You see the illusions behind power. You see the artificial narratives behind fear-based control. You see the spirit inside every person. You see your own patterns clearly. You see your own truth. The third day is the moment you shift from reaction to awareness. Old souls across the world begin to experience sudden moments of deep peace, a strange sense of everything is okay, even in chaos, a quiet separation from collective fear, heightened intuition, faster manifestation, times when the veil feels thinner, encounters with symbolic signs, vivid dreams that feel like communication, because the light is no longer external. It is internal. You do not wait for the world to change. The world begins to change because you are seeing differently. The third day brings energetic sovereignty, mental clarity, emotional neutrality, expanded perception, inner authority. This is the rebirth. This is dawn. This is the end of the 3 symbolic nights. WHYOLD souls experience IT first. You came here to hold memory, not memory of the past, memory of truth. You feel the dismantling of the world more painfully because you are designed to transition first. You are pathfinders, frequency anchors, pattern breakers. When you feel lost, you are actually on the leading edge. When you feel exhausted, you are integrating the new grid. When you feel disconnected, you are detaching from the old frequency. Old souls are the first to enter symbolic darkness and the first to emerge into the symbolic dawn. This is why your awakening feels lonely, not because you are alone, but because you are early. THE true meaning OFTHE 3 days OF darkness. You were never meant to fear it. You were meant to recognize it. The prophecy was metaphor. The 3 days are 3 stages. The darkness is the collapse of illusions. The light is the awakening of inner truth. Darkness is not the absence of the sun. It is the absence of deception. Light is not a cosmic event. It is the birth of inner vision. The prophecy describes the moment when external authority dies, inner sovereignty rises, fear narratives collapse, consciousness detaches from manipulation, the collective shadow is purged, humanity steps into a new timeline. It is not a future disaster. It is a present awakening. Signs YOUARE moving through THE 3 days. You may recognize yourself here. 1. You feel like the world makes less sense because you are detaching. 2. You feel a strange emptiness because your identity is dissolving. 3. You feel exhausted because your nervous system is recalibrating. 4. You feel emotional waves because suppressed timelines are leaving. 5. You feel inner peace suddenly because the third day is dawning. 6. You feel disconnected from old goals because they belong to your old timeline. 7. You feel that something is coming because your higher self already sees it. What happens after THE symbolic 3 days? No apocalypse, no fire, no end of the world. Instead, a split in perception. 2 groups will begin to see 2 different worlds. Group 1. The old timeline. Fear, control, scarcity, external authority, obedience, chaos. Group 2. The new timeline. Inner knowing, calm, creativity, discernment, cooperation, synchronicity, presence. Both groups live in the same physical earth, but experience completely different realities. You choose your timeline through resonance, not belief. THE final Pleiadian message. The darkness you feel is not the end of the world. It is the end of the world you did not choose. You are not being punished. You are being unbound. You are being returned to yourself. You are stepping into the timeline where your soul can breathe again. So breathe, relax your shoulders, loosen your jaw, release your chest, feel the weight lifting. You have passed through the symbolic night. A new dawn rises not in the sky, but in your awareness. The 3 days of darkness is not coming. It is completing, right now, through you. And as you awaken into the third day, you will realize the light you were waiting for was always yours. We are with you. We walk beside you. And we welcome you into the new morning of humanity.